darkness rises, and light to meet it.
Permission to jump in her next wing and blow something up?
Permission granted.
I'm Lance007.
I'm Nick Films.
And we just saw The Last Jedi. Okay, this is the non-spoiler section, so if you want to go to the spoiler section, it'll be later in the video. Right now, let's talk about what we liked and what we didn't like.
Basically, I have mixed feelings about this film.
Oh yeah. See, I feel like there's a lot of comedy in this film.
That's true. I feel like they threw in a lot of comedy that they didn't need there. Some of it was good, some of it was extra and just unnecessary.
There was just a lot of tone changing, if that makes any sense. Like,
No, it does.
at one point you're like, oh, that's really cool, and then all of a sudden it just like flips on you, and then all of a sudden it's just
And
like,
you're just like, what is this?
yeah, and also there were so many strange things I thought I would never see in a Star Wars movie in this film. Like, you know the scene I'm talking about, Leia. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
about. That was weird. We're not gonna.
That was like the weirdest
We'll
thing.
talk about it in the spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what? I actually thought that was cool, but you know.
I didn't.
I still think that, I think it was an okay film. It was better than The Force Awakens by far.
Basically, if you want to take it from originality, this was amazing. Totally original.
It was a very original film.
It started out kind of like Empire, but by the end it was nothing like it.
I didn't feel like it was Empire. I think they teased the fact that it looked like Empire, like Dagobah, Octu, Crate, Hoth, and what was the other? Canto Bight and Bespin. I think they teased that, but in the end,
They messed with the fans because it was fun.
yeah, it actually surprised me. People. The Empire Strikes Back was the least gross film, right?
Maybe? I don't know.
I think it was. I think that, even when it's a little more original, it's going to be a little more hard to take in the first viewing. But, I don't know. There's a lot to say.
Is there anything else we can really talk about without getting into spoilers?
Well, I just want to say some of the new characters, like Rose, I enjoyed her. I thought she was pretty cool. Some of the new people, such as the guards,
Praetorian guards there, the guys in red, those guys were awesome.
Yeah, those were really cool. But good performances from everybody. A lot better than The Force Awakens. Do you have anything else to add before we go to spoiler review?
No?
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to go to spoilers, so if you don't want to see the spoilers, click out now.
You have been warned. Spoiler review, here we go. Yagerson, what should we talk about?
Alright, let's start with, oh man, there's so much to cover. How about we start with,
Some of the jokes.
yeah, okay.
There was a scene in the beginning, and it kind of threw me off. It was literally your mama joke. I think it was your mama joke.
I think it wasn't your mom joke.
And I say your mom jokes, and it's not meant to be in a Star Wars film. I did not like that. That was very odd.
It was rather depressing, actually.
In the non-spoiler review, I talked about how there was a lot of weird, strange things that you never thought you'd see in a Star Wars film.
Here is the top one on that list.
Leia. She literally...
Okay, so let's first off, TIE fighters shoot at the bridge of the ship. The ship bridge explodes, killing everybody, and Leia flies out and gets sucked into space. She doesn't die.
Instead, she uses the Force to pull herself. She looked like a superhero. She was like, whoa!
She uses the Force to pull herself back into the ship.
I'm like, okay, that's cool, but at the same time,
cool. I thought it was like the dumbest thing ever.
I think it's okay, but they just didn't handle it well. It just looked like she was a superhero. She was like, look at me, I can do this.
Like, ooh, no.
All right, and then Phasma over here.
Okay, Phasma bringing her back was pointless.
See, this character she's been so shot down. Like, everybody loves her, but they can't.
Actually, no one likes her.
Well,
She doesn't do anything. She didn't do anything in The Force Awakens, and she didn't do anything in this movie. Pretty much.
okay, let's talk about what I like real quick. Yoda returning.
That was pretty cool.
The only thing I did like though was that
the animation was weird.
he looked, And another thing about this movie,
I got used to the animation, but at first I was just like, what is that?
It wasn't animation, it was a puppet.
another thing weird about this movie is holograms. They actually are colorized now. Did you notice that?
I did.
And even
They had that in The Force Awakens too.
oh, I didn't know that. And even in the Force Ghosts, like the Force Ghosts are colorized. Were they used to be colorized?
Nope.
That's a bit of visual continuity because like Alec Guinness in episode 6 was kind of see-through, but in episode 5 it was just Alec Guinness with a blue outline. So that's kind of been a back and forth.
Okay.
So that was interesting.
Oh, and tell him about Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen did not make an appearance.
And you know what else did not make an appearance? Lightsabers hitting each other. Josh says
Fake
that
news.
they did.
They did. Ben and Luke with it in the flashback thing.
That is
Oh, that's true. But
Ah!
there wasn't a fight. There was no lightsaber.
You are fake news.
Oh my. There was no lightsaber fight.
That is true.
It's sad.
Unless you count the Praetorian Guard thing. Speaking of the Praetorian Guards, let's cover what happens before the Praetorian Guards attack.
Okay.
Snoke.
So another thing I noticed is there a Porg in here?
There is not a Porg, and there's also not Snoke.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about the Snoke and let's talk about the Porgs. First of all, the Porgs.
Oh,
They're
there's
cute.
no forks.
They're cute, right?
They were
But
autistic.
at the same time, I think they were a little too much. Like,
Porgs?
yeah, there was a couple too much jokes. Like this film was too much comedy, and I didn't like that.
Where they had that whole scene with Chewie, where he's like about to eat a Porg. And
Oh, that was so what?
that was like, that was
good.
It was a cartoon.
it was pretty disturbing to me, and it was also like a distraction from everything.
All right, let's talk about Snoke.
Yeah,
What
let's
the
look at
heck?
Snoke.
First of all, we don't even know who Snoke is. Second, and then all of a sudden he just gets killed.
Yeah.
Like, where's the depth?
He's just like, I see everything, and then the lightsaber stabs him, and he's like, that was like one of the lamest deaths ever.
I don't know. I didn't understand it. Like, are we not gonna get to know who Snoke is in 9?
Apparently not. Apparently it's a moot point anyway.
Are we going to talk about? Here's your favorite part of the film, though: the ending scene.
The ending scene, I don't know. Okay, I liked how the kid was like playing with Luke, and it kind of felt like, okay, the Resistance is back, you know, because that was the end of the movie. They're saying, oh, the Resistance is back, because Luke kind of sacrificed himself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was kind of showing that the kid is like, oh, Luke Skywalker, and it's like, you know, he literally did help the Resistance come back.
Which was also kind of weird, the whole Luke thing. It's like, so did he die then?
Well,
yeah.
he kind of did the Kenobi thing. He just kind of, you know, and the Yoda thing. He kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, I know, it's...
But it's not confirmed. It's not really a death.
He's dead, dog.
This movie has. It's just. There's too much. I don't know.
Too much happened, really. It's like, you got Snoke dies, Phasma dies, Luke dies. Who am I missing?
Vice Admiral Holdo.
Ah, Vice Admiral Holdo, yeah. She was not actually that important a character.
But
It could have been like literally anybody.
I did like how they were like teasing that she could have been like on the bad side, because I was getting that sense like I don't trust this girl.
All
right, what's
there
this?
was one thing that I really did like. I did like how like Poe and some of the other pilots turned on the Resistance for the benefit of the Resistance. That was cool. That was cool.
All right, we're gonna close this by saying, what do you give the ranking of the film?
I don't know.
Out of 10. I mean,
Out of 10.
I don't know.
For lack of a better idea, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. I don't know.
It's better than The Force Awakens, and it's better than Attack of the Clones. I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna get, because you know there was a lot of cool scenes, like the crate scenes, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks guys for watching. This was our review. Out.